Hey, what's up everyone? I haven't been back at the house for a while. I forgot my microphone at MLZ's, and so I've got the onboard mic, so it's gonna be a little more, there's gonna be a little more echo than normal, but maybe you'll hear a little less mouth breathing. These Colette collab shirts, this is a large. I'm finally in the large size, I think. But these are 100% cotton. These are now available, helping me pay for the cost of going down there and doing the LZ project. If you're not familiar, I'm doing a remodel on this house, and the main reason I'm doing is, and I'm super interested in all the different products we're putting in there, and so we're having to do all the major work, all the major planning, all the demolition, all that stuff, which I think adds a bit of an entertainment factor to the channel, but it is freaking hard, and I'm doing that in order to be able to get to chase the result. And so I'm able to share what I've learned thus far in life and put it all together in one spot. And I think that's where I'm headed more in the future, is that the pursuit over the last, well, I started making videos in 2014. I started the business really in 2017. So the last 5 years has been get to the point to where I could build a whole garage. And now I think it's probably get to the point to where I can largely outfit the house, because I'm here, I've used this analogy a bunch, I'm here in my garage and I'm going to enter into the house. I don't get to just open up the drawer and put my obsession in there and close it neatly and then walk inside. It goes there with me. The pursuit of functional excellence continues throughout. So I've already said this before, I'll probably end up tearing all this stuff out of here. I like the Lista, I like it a lot. It was always my life's pursuit to own Lista cabinets. They've been my favorite. And then, getting these is a bit of a disaster. We've had, several problems with ordering my toolbox. I'm gonna do a toolbox comparison video here. And then, I've had to sort of admit my error in that Rousseau has been better all along. They're both very similar. There's a lot of similarities you'll see when I show you the two toolboxes next to each other. But the pursuit of having, I love Sonic cabinets, but I also we're doing a lot of these really sophisticated design projects, and they require like different colors, different size cabinets, and full custom integration and sizing. And Sonic is more of a modular system, designed for dealerships and things like that, which works great in a home with a straight back wall. But if you have something different, it really doesn't make sense. Plus, if you want a different color outside of black or the black gray MSS, then having another alternative is important. We're going to do a project coming up here in Mike Waba's garage, doing the Pro Slat cabinets, which would be a possible, I love the Sabre stuff, but they've been problematic since the day I've been selling them. It's okay to get one set, but we're selling them at scale to lots and lots of people, and they're coming over from China on the boat, and they just we're not able to get them as easily as we'd like, and so I'm considering doing the Pro Slat stuff. And they're making those in Toronto or in Montreal, same area where they're making the Rousseau stuff. And so it gives us such an advantage, and I can work with the owner, who is fantastic, and their team is great, where we could almost make adjustments and have our own sort of OG line, because these level of cabinets are just not practical for everybody. This array in here is probably, with the little side array there, is probably $35,000. I mean, I can't imagine, I certainly wasn't going to be getting something like this until I got to this point in my life. And so this is something you get later on in life. But what do we do when we're in our 20s, we get our first house, and then our 30s, and now I'm into my, almost mid 40s here, until I finally got my first Lista array. And this is what I do for a living. And so I understand that for 99% of the population, doing this stuff is not practical, but for the 1%, I do want to have it available. I want it for me, and so I feel like I can add some real value. So today we're going to dig into the drawers, and so the concept here has always been to pursue and chase a really amazing drawer setup. So if we look at, say, these. So this is the Sonic foam inlay stuff. Now, foam inlay is great if you're doing a single tool line. And so you've seen me pursuing, I actually have the Stalvilla catalog in my kitchen right now. I have to put that together. I'm gonna start finishing up my order for those, for their wrenches tonight, as I'm hanging out on the couch watching some NFL football. And the long-term goal for me is to find the tools that I like best in each category. I like the Wera screwdrivers the most out of all screwdrivers. I still have to get some PB Swisses, but I think that the Weras are for me. And so then imagine I make a Wera screwdriver setup or drawer that's much like this. The only difference is, notice I've got different size inserts where I make it very specific and make it available for various sizes, for Rousseau, for maybe the major cabinet lines, New Age, Husky, the Sonic stuff as well. And so eventually, right now, this is the most unique, most organized, most structured system available on the market, and Sonic has done such an amazing job of putting this all together. But, I want these to be from Hazet. I think Hazet makes the best, whatever you, hex drive, or whatever you call these socket type, hex, Torx style, sockets. And then I like the Koken version of the ratchets most, and I like the Koken sockets the most. And so imagine I had all these were Hazet, all of these were Koken, and then some other combination of things. And then I'm halfway through the Knipex catalog, and so Knipex would fill, so these would likely be Stalvilla. These would likely be a lot of Knipex stuff, and we'll just kind of find the best saws and just slowly chip away at making the most organized system, the structured system. Like the got the old Crocs on here. They're comfortable. Don't judge me. And then this, of course, a drawer like this is set up with tool grid. So these are the little 6-inch squares. I did it in gray just for something different. I think partly because I didn't have the black in stock. And then having a bunch of Milwaukee stuff here, I'm certain that I can find what's the best tape measure. Milwaukee tape measures are actually really nice. What are the best individual components of each of these that design this to go like this. I know I picked a specific way for that to sit, and that's probably not it. So you have these, gridding type solutions like Tool Grid. Ernst Manufacturing also makes some other things that I've been using. And so, we have some drawer organization options there. The hardest part of this is you have to spend so much money in trial and error. I'm hoping that I have a reason to do it, but if you're just the dude who likes this stuff and likes to organize, and maybe you don't have the budget allocated for all of this, how did I do this? I know I designed this a certain way. I don't like that. So, and I didn't grid anything out for a hammer, so I gotta figure that out. So anyway, the long-term goal would be able to sell an entire array and have it set up to where, okay, we have foam inlays, unique tools. I have all of these grid organizers, and other things like these. These are drawer organization, whatever you call these things, grid type. These will snap into place. And so I'm going to mess with that here today. And then we also have these types of, and so this is going to take me years and years and years to figure out. But then you have stuff like this, where you have, these will sort of line up and go in each drawer. And so I have a bunch of different size organizers. So what I'm going to do today, I'll show you the drawers I plan on messing with. Is I'm going to organize a couple of drawers where I have some nuts and bolts and things like that. I have a pack out in there, and then I'm gonna grid out all of my tapes and things. And so I ordered a bunch of this stuff. And I probably spent, I don't know, a couple $1,000 on all this. I've got many boxes over there. These kind of things. I'm not sure exactly which ones I want. Now, Rousseau and Lista both make a system where you can just place the order per drawer, but how do you know what you need? And so I want to help people figure out what they need long term. And then I think for the end-to-end solution at the end. So this is just like when I started the channel, just started, launching products and started the business. It was like, okay, we need flooring, all right, and we need some light bulbs, all right, and then we need lighting, and then we need an audio solution, and we need countertops, and putting all these individual parts and pieces together. Now I'm into the inside of the drawer, so that way we could sell, okay, you need an 18-foot array, these are the drawers loaded with the tools, these are your options for good, better, best. And so that's what I'm headed toward as we get through all the various tools and organization solutions, and so that's what I'm working on. So every day I kind of piddle around with some of this stuff and work through different options. So I've also set this up, and clearly Milwaukee's not the best solution, but right now I went through the entire Milwaukee catalog. See, what I'm going to do is grid this out here because these things are sliding around and I don't like that. And so we're going to go through and put some of the grid drawer organization stuff in here, but I've set this up to where I have what I call my master collection of Milwaukee accessories. So I have various drawers, but you can see I put these in here, and then somebody inevitably comes into my garage and starts rifling through the drawers and don't open them the way that I open them, and then messes all this stuff up. And so I want to make sure that everything has a spot, everything has a place, and then everything stays put. And so no matter who comes in here and starts fumbling around, I don't have things sliding all over the place, like these sliding forward, and I guarantee you that wasn't from me. Because I look at the drawer and then I go like this, and I know what's in each drawer because they're my drawers, so I don't have to rifle through. So anyway, this kind of stuff is what I'm hoping to be able to eventually provide the world with a complete solution. And then I can come out here at any point, any time, and get any kind of saw blade, any kind of thing that I need. And the long-term hope is that I'll never have to use any of this crap. And so the drawers I'm going to work on here today are these. This one here, you can see the not so organizedness of it. And then this drawer here, we all have this. I've got like a little bucket of screws, and so I would love to just throw this all away and actually go, I don't know if I go to, I'm sure there's some nut and bolt provider, kind of like we have with the Rogo stuff, or nutsandbolts.com, where we can do the same thing with lags and home type stuff. I keep all of my garage and car stuff, the vast majority of it, I keep it, washers and things like that, I keep that back at OGHQ, but these drawers here I would like to organize and set up with some gridding. So I'm going to work on that today. I'm going to do that off camera, and then I'll show you the result and talk through what I've learned. All right, so I've got 1, 2, 3 different sizes of the shorter height for, I guess, the shorter drawers. And then I've got 2 different versions, this one here and that one there, for slightly taller drawers, but even those, I don't think they're tall enough for my taller drawers, but that's what we're going to use. All right, here's what we got. So, top drawer is now nice and organized. In typical Lista fashion, there's always a little bit of jank. And so I actually put one of the separators in so that where everything sat a little tighter. It's like right at the edge. Hey, cut it out, you two. Come on, outside. No dogs in the garage, no dogs in here. Everybody's outside. Go. So, as I was saying, there's a little bit of tolerance that it's right on the edge of too tight here with the separator in, but it was too loose, like there was too much room, but I can still grab these, take it out, take it with me. And then I do have labels that I could label these if I really got obsessed. And once I get a little longer term and I get exact flags, like these are just random screws that you kind of accumulate over time, random button connectors that I accumulate, bolts I accumulate over time, some picture mounting stuff, and there's not really any specific rhyme or reason to this other than, you know, I'm at the house and I want to do something, I can come in here and just grab a random screw or nut or bolt or some sort of zip tie type sticky thing, and then I did this drawer as well, put the separator in, and it just looks a little bit more organized. So I do have some more work to do on some of the other drawers. I will put some more of this stuff in place, and once I get it all done, I'll probably end up selling these cabinets. So if you're like hyper interested, if you'd like this array, hit me up. I'm not really ready to sell it, but I'll sell it to you at my cost, which is, you know, substantially below retail, and maybe I'm slightly below it. But I will be selling this off here at some point in the not too distant future when I swap this for Rousseau, but I'm in no rush because I do want to do my kitchen first. So all this stuff, you can hit us up at design@obsessedgarage.com or matt@obsessedgarage.com, and I'll get you set up with Kyle and the team. But all this stuff is available. We can sell this to you. But it's generally designed, these are designed specifically for Lista drawer sizes, and so we can set it all up for that. But in the future, I'm hoping to be able to provide a very specific solution for a very specific type of drawers, and have exactly what screws, what lags, all that stuff. So you would have, you know, a household set of fasteners. So that's coming at some point. Anyway, I thought I'd make you a quick little garage hang video here. I keep looking at the monitor up there, but quick little garage hang this weekend. Headed back to Adam LZ's tomorrow. Continue to work on the project. I bought some Mountain Valley, like you can have it delivered in glass bottles. It doesn't taste great. Actually, it does taste better. You know what it probably was? I probably have to run a few bottles through the machine. This machine's new. It is tasting better. I bet you that's what it was. The plastic and the machine that it's running through kind of defeats the purpose of glass, whatever, cups and glass delivery bottles, and then you drink it through a plastic machine. But yeah, it does taste a little better. I don't know if I want to pay for water. I'm going to do a sophisticated RO system here at some point and make sure my water's treated and really awesome. But I'm going to redo the kitchen, so I don't want to do that right now. But anyway, just making minor improvements every day. That's life. That's the pursuit. The pursuit of functional excellence requires, you know, a couple hours here and there every single day, and you end up with a, you know, pretty organized super organism of a house or a garage. Just learning stuff, trying stuff. All it takes is lots of time and a whole lot of money and a whole lot of waste. So of those bins, I put the other bins, just kind of put them in the bottom drawers. I'll probably end up throwing half of them away because I'm trying to figure out the size that I like the most and, you know, what drawers actually need it. So more to come on tools, more to come on organization as time goes on. I guess we'll see you back at the LZ project. We'll see you soon. So more to come on organization, more to come on the OG tool master collection, tool solutions as I work through more, you know, detail. We got to make a cooking video for you, a Hazet specific video for you, Stavella, Knipex, who knows what else I'm getting into, PV Swiss, more Wera stuff to come, and I'm sure there are many, many other tools that you guys will turn me on to as time goes on. So anyway, thanks for watching this rather simple video. To all of you that are new here, this is what we do a lot of. Thanks for being here. I know this probably isn't your cup of tea, but I promise you hang around, you might learn something. I'm learning something and I'm sharing you what I'm learning. So if I'm learning, chances are you're learning at the same time. So as always, stay tuned for more crazy. We'll see you on the next one. Oh, garage giveaway. Make sure you're signed up. Go to obsessedgarage.com. I'm going to be showing up and setting somebody's garage up like this one and designing and building it with you. So go get your entries in. If you don't have a garage, we said write you a check for 50 grand. So hopefully you can get your first garage. Thanks for watching.